thanking those that are supporting us. If it's a therapist, if it's a psychiatrist, if it's a support group, if it's a doctor, if it's anyone, a nurse, whatever it is, anybody that's in our journey that is helping us get through it, remember to thank them. It gives them so much energy to continue. Hello, and thank you for joining our podcast, Hope to Recharge, a show that is designed to bring hope, inspiration, motivation, and some practical tips to those that are battling depression and anxiety, and to those that are supporting loved ones that are going through the journey in this difficult time of depression and anxiety. I'm here to tell you, you are not alone, and we will live beyond depression and anxiety. We will share our stories, one story at a time. In a world of mental health, together is better. I'm your host, Matana. Thank you for tuning in. Hello, and thank you for joining me here on Hope to Recharge. It's Attitude of Gratitude Thursday. I love Thursdays. I love Thursdays because it's coming close to the weekend, and I love Shabbat. I love my family time. I love cooking for it. I love eating the good food. I love celebrating it. So Thursday is my beginning of my smelling of the Shabbat coming. Besides that, I have the Attitude of Gratitude Thursday that I get to think about and ponder a little bit more. What am I going to speak about this week? And this week, I really think that something stuck in my mind this morning. And I was talking to someone that was going through a very difficult time in their relationship with their partner that's struggling with mental health. And I think one of the things that I wish I knew when I was going through my very difficult time was how important it is to be grateful for the people around us that are supporting us or trying to support us, motivating us, holding our hand through the dark time, or just being there in silence while we go through whatever we're going through. It's super, super important to be grateful to them, even though sometimes we feel like they could have done more, or maybe they don't understand us, or maybe they don't give as much as they can. But living with someone that's going through mental health challenges is really, really hard at times. And for the one that's not going through it, they don't always understand what we are going through. And for us to constantly be grateful and saying thank you to them, and sincerely being grateful for their time, for their efforts, for their caring, for showing up for us, gives them so much fuel to continue. It's a hard time in their life as well, to seeing someone they care about go through something hard. Sometimes it's harder than actually going through it. I always compare it to child labor. I always say that the men in our lives will never understand what it's like to go through child labor, but seeing us in pain and feeling that they cannot help us while we're going through our labor, sometimes it's almost harder than actually going through it. Now, it's not really harder, but they might feel that it's harder because you're hopeless. It's like seeing your child or your parent that you love so much going through a hard time, and you want to help them and you want to do something, and you just don't know what the right thing to do, or there is nothing that you could really do. Or let's say a flu, there's nothing really you could do but sit by their side and rub their head, or if they're throwing up, hold their hair while they're throwing up, or hold their straw while they're sipping on something that they're drinking. Whatever it is, showing up by their side is what we could do. And sometimes it's heartbreaking that we can't take the pain away. So the people that are living with the ones that are struggling are also going through a very, very hard time and a very dark time. And I wish that someone told me how important it was to thank the people around me that are supporting me, especially my children, my husband, my parents that were almost all the time dealing with my anxiety, my depression, my not functioning, my anger towards what I was going through, my extreme sadness. If I only kept on telling them how much I appreciate what they are doing, it would have given them so much more fuel and understanding. And they really try hard. They really, really try hard. I want to dedicate this episode to anyone that's struggling, to anyone that's going through a hard time with mental health, depression, anxiety, bipolar, schizophrenia, borderline personality, whatever you're going through. If there's anyone in your life that is by your side, even if it's part of the time, and even if you feel that they're not showing up 100%, but if they're even showing up a little bit, remember to thank them. Now, what are different ways of thanking them? You can write them a little note, a little thank you note. You can thank them verbally. You can text them. You can send them a little video when you're not feeling so down and express what works when you are down and what you appreciate what they do, that they should remember to do it when an episode happens again. Thanking those that are supporting us. If it's a therapist, if it's a psychiatrist, if it's a support group, if it's a doctor, if it's anyone, a nurse, whatever it is, anybody that's in our journey that is helping us get through it, remember to thank them. It gives them so much energy to continue. And for us, the ones that are struggling, it makes us realize that they're really there for us. And people really care about us, because sometimes when we're in our dark moments, we feel like no one cares about us and we're just a burden on society, or that the world will be a better place without our mental illness struggles. Take a moment to thank the people around you that are supporting you, that are helping you, the people that are living with you, or the people that are day in and day out with you, if they're colleagues, your boss, your friends, your best friends, your partners, your parents, your siblings, your neighbors, whoever is involved in your day-to-day and knows your struggle and is lending a hand, say thank you. And the next level of gratitude is if you can really tell them a little bit more specific what you are grateful for in detail, something that really touched your heart or something that really helped you. I can't tell you how much this goes far, far, far in a relationship, in any relationship really. But when it comes to mental health, sometimes we don't have the strength to say thank you, or we don't have the ability to even speak or to express or to think. I'm thinking back and I was so busy with my darkness. I wasn't thinking about anybody else or their pain or their struggles. I was just thinking about my survival. And I wish somebody reminded me that I needed to thank the people around myself. That's the task for the week. Attitude of gratitude to the people that are helping you day by day, whether they're perfect or not. Just remember to be grateful. Be grateful for that. I would like to take this opportunity to thank BetterHelp.com that is helping our listeners access therapy through an online platform that's easy to access through a phone, computer, tablet. You can choose your therapist and it is super affordable. No matter where you are in the world, if you want a licensed therapist, just go to betterhelp.com/hope to recharge. You will get a 10% off on your first month. Try it out. If you don't like your therapist, there's so many more that you can choose from. And it goes by category. It's so awesome. If you want a relationship therapist, or do you want an anxiety therapist, do you want a depression, bipolar, schizophrenia, anything that you want, there's a category of therapists that specialize in exactly what you need. And they really help you find the therapist you need. So go to betterhelp.com/hope to recharge. That's BetterHelp, HELP/hope to recharge. Take advantage of this amazing offer and get the help you need. Thank you for joining me here today. Join us on our Facebook group, Hope to Recharge, and share with us what you are grateful for today. What is wonderful in your life? Or what is something that you were struggling and you overcame? Something that you are grateful for, somewhere that you are grateful for, something that you are grateful for. We all can find something to be grateful for. Thank you for joining me here. Bye till next time. Thank you for joining us and taking the time to listen. I really appreciate it. Please hit the subscribe button so you can hear further episodes. If you are listening to us on iTunes, please leave feedback and ratings below. Let us know if there's any topic that you would like to hear from us in the future. Bye till next time.